Hello and welcome to LA Games today. Now today we are continuing with Sherlock Holmes, The Devil's Daughter, and last episode was quite dark and I'm really excited to see what comes next because there's different cases in this. So let's get started. So today's case is a study in green. So I think for last episode we left it that we were going to a bowling green. I'll let him off, he can wear this today. Play the bowling club's final.
This suit isn't appropriate for where we're going.
Look, it's all prim and proper. You solve one case and now all of a sudden you think you own the place. What means we got that? Okay, doctor. Of course, he's gonna want to wear. See, what should we make him wear for his? What hat should we make him wear? Oh yeah, make him wear that. Right, let's go for that. So he's disguised. Pip pip cheerio. Where's the gin? Right, let's go.
Mr. Holmes, you played very well yesterday. I'm obliged to you, Sir Charles. I play many outdoor sports. That's the key to my success. My friend Dr. Watson has decided to join me. Really? Mr. Holmes, would you like to see the first prize? A rare stone Mayan quiche calendar.
Mayan quiche?
Indeed. Their legendary king, Tekun Uman, has his statue just behind you. Although this one is a cast metal copy.
That? Oh.
Well, since only members may enter the clubhouse, we have exhibited the calendar outside. Please, explore.
Good luck, Holmes. Good luck, Holmes.
Luck. I don't need such a thing.
This statue is made of metal.
No shit, Sherlock. Hey.
This statue is made of metal.
Oh, you're cool, cucumber, aren't you? Ooh.
The first prize, the Mayan quiche calendar. The first prize, the Mayan quiche calendar.
Don't you mean our prize?
It's a great final. Did you see the first prize?
Oh yes, pip pip cheerio. Let's get to one more tea on the dodge. Oh my god.
I lost to the quarterfinals, but the green was wet.
That's undismissing. I apologise for all what that was. I'd like to say I'd never do it again, but that's a lie. Alright, let's look at the food.
This'll keep Watson happy.
Keep me happy and all.
Ah, Mr. Holmes. Are you ready to begin the final game?
No.
I still need some time.
I didn't realise you were over there. I'm gonna have a little...
Mr. Holmes, I'm glad you are my opponent for the final. People call me Arthur the Invincible. So I wish you good luck.
Alright, Arthur. Keep your beard on. Not that was an accident. Ooh, nice. Literally just try to look for clues of any kind. Can I get in?
Only club members have access.
Well, screw them! Push you over. Where's the gin?
I'd like to win the Mayan calendar. It's a beautiful work of art.
I'd like gin. Oh, I've just ruined your game.
Arthur is in the final with you know who? Mr. Sherlock Holmes. How exciting!
How exciting! Oh, you've moved.
Good luck, Holmes.
So, are you ready now?
Yes.
Yes. Let's start the final.
Huh? Beat your opponent by landing balls as close as possible. Well, that's way out. That is so bad. I don't even know what I'm supposed to be doing. I think I'm supposed to get it. Oh, right. So I threw the white ball. Right, got you. So now all I have to do is... Shit, baby Jesus, that's even worse. He was adopted. His mum doesn't even love him. Oh, it's just closer. Ha! Wait a minute. Is that mine? No. Well, why do you want to go out? Damn you! Come on, come on, come on, come on. I think I'm further away. Damn. Oh no. Bitch. Oh, I did not know that's what happened. What the fridge sticks? I'm so bad at this. Well, I don't know what that was supposed to be. I'm so bad at it. Well, today I learned how to play bowls badly. Jesus. Sweet. Oh my god. How many freaking rounds are there? It'd be a freaking miracle if I win this. Don't move. Don't move. Frick! Oh, I did it too far again. Oh my god. I suck at this. Did it too much down. Come on. Get him out of the way, damn this shit. Well, I don't know about you, but I didn't see that one coming.
It was an excellent game, Mr. Holmes. But Arthur always wins. The award ceremony for the first 3 places will be tomorrow morning. I hope to see you both then.
Unfortunately, I'll be unable to attend tomorrow. Duty calls.
Ah, but at least you know the club now.
Let's go home.
You telling me I lost 10 freaking nil and a coughing fit for absolute pissing nothing?
Let's go
Well,
home.
I've never been more insulted in my life.
See you tomorrow, Mr. Holmes.
Yeah. Side-eyed prick. That's okay. I wonder if I can relive this nightmare. Not that one, it's...
Oh, Daddy!
Hello, Mr. Bouvier.
Hello, Mr. Holmes.
Well, Caitlin?
Your costume!
Oh, don't you like it?
Oh, I do!
Caitlin, come on. Show some respect for your father.
Sweet baby Jesus! One of these days, I'm going to make a better...
You know, Father, Miss Alice was telling me all about her travels. She has already toured the world with her own father.
Your daughter is exquisite.
And just to think that she was aboard the Orient Express when it was attacked. What a dream.
Indeed.
She's so creative and imaginative. And that reminds me, would you allow Caitlin to visit me so that she can practice playing the piano?
It's very kind of you, but I decided that Caitlin should stop playing the piano.
Oh, Father! Why did you say that?
Caitlin, we are neighbours. We'll meet again. Until then, I shall leave you with this book.
Thank you, Miss Alice.
We'll just leave it the way we are. Let's see.
The statue did it. It killed Zacharias.
Calm yourself now, Sir Charles. You've had a shock. Let the police do their duty.
What can a mere inspector like you do about it? You don't know anything.
A mere inspector? Pshaw. And now here comes Mr. Holmes.
Lestrade, are you here to receive a prize as well?
Very amusing, Holmes. You can go home. The ceremony's been cancelled. We've got a murder scene here.
Really? And to think I only came here for my prize.
I know, Holmes. I saw your name on the list of finalists. So go away.
You're not going to congratulate me?
What? Do you really think I'm that naive? You turning up out of the blue and then bam, a murder? There's a surprise.
Oh, you're making a spectacle of yourself, Lestrade. Let's just pretend that I am a simple consultant, your humble assistant.
Oh, all right then. A club member, Mr. Zacharias Greystoke, was killed at around 4 in the morning. There. Now don't mess around.
I promise that I won't, Inspector.
Wink.
What do you make of the facts?
It's quite clear. The murderer intended to steal the Mayan calendar. He was caught by Zacharias Greystoke. He then took up the first weapon that came to hand, the statue's spear, and killed Greystoke. Then he fled, just as Sir Charles was coming out of the club. Unfortunately, we've been unable to find any trail beyond the club's wall. It's as if the murderer vanished into thin air.
Or he's still
Take
here.
a look for yourself.
Did you search the clubhouse?
What for? The murder took place outside.
What for?
You're still here.
Yes. Clues. Doesn't seem to be any clues there. Maybe.
The statue of Takunu Man.
Oh,
Traces of metal on stone.
something's dragged.
Pieces from the pedestal. Pieces.
Let's see. Can I spare you a minute? Spare you a minute. God, I had one job. Okay.
Dry leaves. They make a noise. Zacharias probably walked across them. This spear came from the statue on the pedestal. The case is scratched and dented. The case is scratched and dented. The case is scratched and dented. Tissot watch, Swiss, 1855. This watch is valuable and old. It's been through a great deal. Dry leaves. They make a noise. Zacharias probably walked across them. Dry leaves. They make a noise. Zacharias probably... Zacharias's folder with some documents. These drawings represent the Mayan symbols. Money was left inside the wallet. All valuables were left on the victim. The strike was powerful and well aimed. If I believed Lestrade, this Mayan calendar was the reason behind the murder.
Yeah, but wouldn't they have killed him and took it anyway?
Can I help you, Mr. Holmes? At your service, Mr. Holmes.
What a spectacular season. What? Sir Charles, are you able to tell me in detail what happened?
Ah, Mr. Holmes. Well, to prepare for the awards ceremony, I decided to spend the night here at the club. I was sitting alone at my desk when I suddenly heard a loud, metallic sound and a terrible shout. I hurried outside and well, I found the body of Zacharias. And I swear it, I saw the statue of Tekun Uman running away.
You saw the statue running?
It was dark, but yes, I'm sure of it. It was running, and it was making the most horrible metal sound as it did so. And can't you see, the pedestal is now empty.
Did you know the victim?
Yes, of course. It was Zacharias Greystoke. He was a club member, and an excellent bowler.
But why was he here so early in the morning?
Oh, I don't know.
Sir Charles, where did the Mayan calendar come from?
It was donated anonymously. We received it shortly before the tournament, with a letter asking that it be awarded to the winner.
Is the calendar valuable?
Not really. It has historical value, of course. But to be truthful with you, Mr. Holmes, it isn't worth very much.
May I go in the clubhouse?
It's members only. I cannot authorize anyone unless that person has a written warrant from the police.
Yes, I managed to complete one.
A murder at my club. What a disaster for our reputation.
A minute.
broken branch. Somebody jumped into the tree and then over the wall.
At your service, Mr. Holmes.
Only club members have access. Scratches on the stone.
You're still here?
Traces of metal on stone.
Oh, witnesses.
And what about the statue?
No idea yet. I imagine a thief must have taken it somehow.
Right, so they were thieves, and they were very well equipped?
Yes, must have been. Then there's also Sir Charles's version, but
Please, go on.
he said this morning that he was alone at his desk when he heard a shout. He went outside and saw Greystoke lying on the ground and... Believe it or not, he said that there was no one else on the green that night but the statue itself running away.
You mean that the statue might have killed the victim? Interesting.
Absurd, more like. Besides, it was dark and foggy.
So, somewhat like your version, then. No, it wasn't like that.
It was... I think Zachariah steps on leaves. The statue was thrown. Hit him. And then... I think it would have been... Zacharias would have saw it. Not Zacharias, Charles. Would have seen it. And... then he would have run away.
It looks as if Zacharias was killed the moment he approached the calendar, and killed by the spear from Tikkun Uman's statue that jumped from its stand and escaped over the wall.
Well, Holmes, your conclusions as my consultant?
My conclusions are approximate to Sir Charles's testimony.
Oh dear, you think the statue did it?
Everything points to the fact that the spear was thrown from the pedestal, and Mr. Greystoke appeared not to notice the killer.
Indeed. The journalists will be ecstatic about your version.
I would like to examine the victim and take a look at his belongings.
Oh, you've amused me at least, Mr. Holmes. Very well. I'll grant you authorization for the examination at Scotland Yard, but nothing more.
Thank you for coming so quickly, Watson. Lestrade already has the victim's body in the autopsy room.
I'm always ready to help anytime, Holmes. I'm always ready to help anytime, Holmes.
Please, sir, release my son.
Good day to you, Mr. Holmes.
It was a powerful throw. The spear pierced right through the body.
Red eye. It looks like a serious infection. The coroner mentions in his report some specific cardiac and digestive system damage. Traces of alcohol were found in the stomach. Apparently Zacharias had been drinking before his death.
This is where the spear entered the body. The murderer aimed for the heart. The weapon must have been thrown by a strong and skilled person. These scars are old.
I'm always ready to help anytime, Holmes.
There's no need to disturb Lestrade for the time being. The Mayan calendar. Here's a chance to have a closer look. Interesting. What are the symbols here? I'll need to redraw them. Oh, Zacharias had already translated some symbols. I could use this dictionary to translate the calendar's glyphs. They are the symbols that were drawn on the Mayan calendar. The papers from Zacharias' folder. They can help us to translate the Mayan message. Cursed will be anyone who disturbs the sacred temple. They will meet their death by the risen statue. Only the chosen will have mercy. It's not only a calendar, it's a curse. Zacharias Greystoke, a member of the club, was killed as the curse decreed.
It's possible that the link between Zacharias and the curse is at the archaeological club. I'll need a search warrant.
We'll need to get a search warrant to investigate the club.
Money was left inside the wallet. This spear came from the statue on the pedestal. Tissot watch, Swiss, 1855. An ordinary pencil.
Good day to you, Mr. Holmes.
Please, sir, release my son. Aren't you supposed to be investigating those cases of yours instead of bothering me?
Good day to you too, Inspector. I have a small favor to ask of you, a search warrant to investigate the murder at the club.
No, no, and no.
Since I'm without the warrant, I should find something else to do. By the way, do you know if Sir Robin is currently in town?
I have no idea. And why on earth should you even think that I might know that?
Well, I believe I may have solved a case about, let's say, a salacious inspector.
No, it's not what you think. Nothing dishonourable happened. Go on then. Take your warrant.
So he refused to give you the search warrant?
Oh no, I've got it. I won't need you for a while now, Watson. I'll see you later.
I'm curious to know how you obtained this warrant.
Sir Charles, I have a search warrant. I would like to take a look inside the clubhouse.
I see. Here's the key, but I do protest.
I heard that Zacharias was killed by the statue's spear.
Ah, Sir Charles was once a captain in the guard. The 50th birthday of Lord Stevenson. Charles Yellingham has a large family. Interesting. It appears that the club is unable to pay its debts to the bank. A message to Sir Charles from Zacharias Greystoke, the victim. Zacharias Greystoke. Guatemala, 1881. I don't think this is a bowls tournament. I wonder who this man is. It's Sir Charles Yellingham, the director of the club. Zacharias Greystoke. The photograph appears to have been faked or damaged. I'll take it. The late Mr. Bromsby's collection. The late Mr. Blinkhorn's collection. The late Mr. Smith's collection. The late Mr. Sutherland's collection. The late Mr. Roberts' collection. This metal globe is very impressive. Some bits are missing. Some bits are missing. This piece has been cleanly and intentionally cut. It appears that it's a part of a gold statue from Guatemala. Solid gold. It's worth a fortune. These antiques look quite valuable. These trunks have just arrived. They're from Zacharias Greystoke's antique collection. Interesting. The men who own these collections are all dead.
see that. Makes sense. Maybe it's a bit far-fetched to assume that right now. I would say they were linked together. Some of it's all trying to piece together. I'm so glad I can run now.
Sir Charles, you informed me that you didn't know why Mr. Greystoke was here at such a time.
That's correct. I have no idea.
But in fact you do. Mr. Greystoke wrote to you about him coming with another person to visit.
Ah, well, yes, that is right. He raised a scandal about the Mayan calendar, so he wanted to see me before the ceremony. But I don't know exactly what it was that he wanted, or who this other person he mentioned might have been.
You have a fine collection at your club, with one disturbing thing in common.
Oh, all the items are from our club members.
But only from deceased members, including Mr. Greystoke.
Ah, well, yes. But it is a rule of the club that all our members undertake to donate their personal collections to us in the event of their death. A murder at my club. What a disaster for our reputation.
Felt like I was a rat then.
Can I help you, Mr. Holmes?
I'm trying to figure out. I've obviously got a clue that I've missed. Maybe I need to talk to people?
Poor Sir Charles. A crime at his club, it's a terrible thing.
Maybe if I go into Scotland Yard, maybe?
A map of London and its surroundings. Could be useful. That's not the one I need. That's not the one I need.
The Royal Potato Cans, what in the heck? Hold on, let me look at the date of the...
That's not the one I need. That's not the one I need. That's not the one I need. That's not the one. That's not the one I need. That's not the one I need.
There we are.
Here it is. My archive. I can always consult with it if needed.
Maybe I can analyze it.
Zacharias Greystoke. It's Sir Charles Yellingham, the director of the club. It appears that part has been painted over. I need to find out what's underneath. Let's try to remove the paint with solvent. I need a pipette. Let's gently remove the paint with a soft cloth. Aha, there's another person in the photograph.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Look here. There's a person with a swollen eye who was concealed within this photograph. A dispute of some kind, do you think, Watson?
Possibly. But it appears to me a characteristic symptom of a rare tropical disease that is found in South and Central America.
South America! Brilliant, Watson!
Happy to help.
Is it deadly?
Well, there is a chance he survived.
I shall ask Sir Charles, but who knows what he'll say.
I have an idea. There is only one hospital for such illness. The Hospital for Tropical Diseases. I have friends who work there.
Oh, yes?
Well, the chances are slim, but I'll pay them a visit. If he's in London, they would have seen him.
I found this photograph on your wall. You're in it, but do you know who these men are? Particularly the gentleman with the swollen eye.
Oh, him. But that's poor Mr. Albeit. He died from fever during an expedition to Guatemala 14 years ago. We were searching a Mayan Quiche temple, but everything went wrong. We were unable to enter the temple, and the expedition ended in disaster. I'm here, and here is Zacharias. And there is Bernard Marley, another member. He's over there, near the pedestal. By the way, he's the fellow who built that terrible statue. He created it, must have been 10 years ago.
Albeit was a club member. Where is his collection?
Well, the devil if I know. We never did locate it.
He is aware of the curse and he had perfect opportunity. It must be false. Well, he planned it, you know what I mean? It's not just that he killed under the pressure. He killed in order to, you know, he prepared it. You know, you can't just, if it's pressure, you know, and you've killed someone in the moment, then that's different. But if you've prepared to kill someone, if you've used something in your, then you've literally done it on purpose, haven't you? Yes, I agree. He's got to go to prison.
Sir Charles, I believe that it's time to pass on the leadership of your club to someone else.
I don't understand.
You were charged with the murder of Zacharias Greystoke. You murdered him for money and to further your career.
What? This is an outrage. I have powerful connections. You will regret this.
Ooh. Infamous.
Father, Mr. Orson Wilde is here, and I'm going to stay with Miss Alice.
What?
Did you forget? Orson Wilde, you know, the star of American theatre. And he's visiting and staying with us. You did forget?
No, not that. I meant you wanting to stay with Miss Alice.
Yes, that's right. Miss Alice suggested it. She told me you couldn't possibly refuse.
Why don't you stay with Mrs. Hudson?
Oh, but Miss Caitlin has more in common with Miss Alice, and they get along so well.
Guess what, Mrs. Hudson? Mr. Wilde is here to study my father's character for his next play. And he won't be disappointed, will he? Father is so pig-headed.
I can't believe it. The great Sherlock Holmes standing in front of me. I'm sure that our two brains will...
Brains.
Right. Okay, we'll carry on.
Mr. Wilde, your room.
Charming. This is such a fascinating city.
We need to talk.
I'd rather not. You're going to be angry again. Goodbye, Mr. Wilde.
Is it 5 o'clock already? I think I might go and ask Mrs. Hudson for some tea.
Okay, so we're going to end this episode here. So, if you liked it, obviously like, and comment, and subscribe. And I'm going to continue this in the future. Hopefully I'm going to do a episode all the way through Spooky Week. So, bye.